Disappointment. It's a pretty big deal. So I'm sitting here waiting for my work day to begin, and I hope I have a good day. You know, I hope it's not a disappointing day, but you know, it's different whenever things are disappointing things or days or whatever than it is whenever someone is disappointing. I remember whenever I was a kid, one time I had been telling my mom for an entire semester of school that I was doing really good in this class, knowing that I was not. I got off the school bus and I started walking up the driveway knowing that I was fixing to get worn out by my family, by my parents, because I'd done bad in this class. And I had been telling them all along I was doing good. Well, she did not say anything. She had gone out that day and she had bought me 2 pairs of jeans that I'd really been wanting for a long time. A big old tub of candy that I loved at the time. It was one of my favorite things. And she took those jeans and that candy and she just handed it to me. And she didn't say anything other than, "I'm so disappointed in you." Wow. Here a couple of weeks ago, and this is not to say that my daughter and I have a bad relationship, because we don't. We have a great relationship. But there was this one day that I really just wanted to spend some time with her. I had gone by on my way home from work and got a movie. I had gotten a pizza. I was real excited about spending some time with her. She'd been ragging on me for a while because in her room she has this real pretty little chandelier. And one at a time, all the light bulbs had kind of gone out until finally there were no light bulbs left, and she had no light in her room, and at nighttime it was dark. She had to use her cell phone to see. So I went and I got her some real pretty little bulbs, and I went in there and I put the light bulbs in her chandelier and polished the chandelier off, turned the lights on. She had another little light fixture that had no bulb in it. I put a bulb in it so that her room was lit up brightly, you know, when she would get home. And just before she was to come home and walk in the door, I turned all the lights on. I got the movie ready to go. I got the food ready to go. I got a message from her saying, "Hey Dad, I'm gonna go spend the evening with one of my friends," and told me where she was going to see her. And she didn't do it on purpose, but I was disappointed. I remember whenever Jesus went to the Garden of Gethsemane and he was gonna pray, he was about to be crucified. And he knew that, and he was going to go to pray. So he went to see some of his friends and asked them, "Hey, I'm going down to the garden. Will you go with me and pray for me?" So they go down to the garden. He says, "You guys stay here and pray for me. I'm going to go over here and pray alone." He walked back over and the friends were asleep. He says, "Guys, couldn't you just stay awake long enough to pray for me for just a few minutes?" And the disappointment that he had in those guys. Disappointment. I don't want to be a disappointment to people today. I want to bring hope to people today. I want to shine a light on people today. But how many times has God really wanted to spend time with me? How many times has God had something he wanted to show me, some lights he wanted to turn on, but I didn't even spend time with him to know it, to see it? How many times has he had things prepared for me that he wanted me to receive, and I didn't because I had other things going on. I was too busy to spend time with him. Today, I want to not be a disappointment to others, but I want to not be a disappointment to him today. I want to spend time with him, and I want to spend time with other people, showing them the light that he's shown me. And I hope that you'll do the same thing. Today, let's decide not to be a disappointment.